I know I deviated, but what I'm saying is we tend to focus on the thing that is going to worry you, and at the same time we don't realize that thing that's worrying you, it's taking so much from you.
Yes.
Hi everybody, welcome back
yeah.
to my channel. My name is Kolofelo Manager, and yeah, today I've been off YouTube for a while because I got sick and stuff, so but now I'm fine, I'm better, everything is going. So I am literally sorry for just ending my, not ending, but putting my challenge on pause for like a few weeks. I know it's been a while. It's been such a while because I needed to get well as well, and mentally, physically. Yeah, so like a random thing happened, and I got sick. So yeah, anyway. Um it's been 3 weeks of me not posting and not going back to my channel, but again, of checking my channel, of not really doing YouTube. But I'm back now, so I'm fine. Anyway, so today, I just wanna, I was supposed to just go back to the challenge, which I'm going to do. We're going to continue because I left it the 23rd day of the challenge. So I was hoping by the 1st of November I'll be done with the challenge, but unforeseen circumstances happened and I couldn't do what I planned to do. But then that's life. Sometimes you plan some things and those things derail because of certain circumstances that tend to happen in your life. So I want to talk about those things. Or sometimes in life we plan, or our life is going to go a certain way, but because of life, unforeseen circumstances, whatever, you fall sick, um, you get depressed, you lose hope, you derail from the plan that you had, that thing that you said, no, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to finish it no matter what. But certain things happen, and I've realized that sometimes we don't give ourselves grace when such things happen, because you are told that you have to work hard, you have to push, you have to achieve your goals, and all of that. But what is rarely talked about is the fact that even though you sometimes, not always, sometimes, even though you work hard, even though you push, you meet certain obstacles in your life that literally break your knees. And in that moment, all you want to do is just sit down and take a breath. And what we don't talk about is that it's okay to sit down and take a breath and regroup and see how you can figure yourself out. I understand. It's not that every day you try to push, every day you try to push, you push. Sometimes you literally don't have the strength to push. And when you don't have the strength, and the world is telling you that you have to push, it becomes so hard, and you feel so burdened that you can't literally stand up. And then that's where most people, you find, or they are pushed to the point of no return, and other people literally consider unaliving themselves because of such moments where we literally don't give ourselves a chance to sit down and quit for like 5 seconds and say, I can't do it. And it's okay for you to say, I can't do it, as long as when you've settled and you've refigured yourself, you get up. The mistake that we tend to make is that we don't get up and pick up from where we left off. That's the problem. But sitting down and taking a breath, it's not it's not a problem. It shouldn't be a problem, and it shouldn't be something that is less talked about. We need more conversations about people taking a break and taking a moment to breathe. Because when you are grinding and you are in that space, you don't see the damage that is done to you mentally and physically, because you are so focused on achieving a goal that you would break down and literally not get up for the next journey, for the next phase of that goal that you want to achieve. So taking a break literally is the best thing sometimes. I remember there was a time when things were not going well in my life, like literally nothing was going well. Like I would try this, it will fail. I'll try that, it wouldn't succeed. I met this guy, this man. I was with my sister at the time, and he told us that hibernate, hibernation, that thing that animals do. When winter comes and then they eat enough food and they hibernate, literally sleep for the whole winter. Like, go hibernate. Remove anything, any friends, anything that you think is going to distract you in your thinking, in your building of yourself. Remove those things. Go somewhere, sit. Even if he said it's going to take you 4 to 5 years to achieve your goal. Hibernate. Sit by yourself and think. Meditate. Ruminate. Do everything that you need to do to put your mind and focus on the goal that you want to achieve. Then you will see. And then from that day on, I applied exactly what he told me to do. And I want to tell you that my life changed. I stopped focusing on social media, stopped focusing on things that would distract me from achieving what I want to achieve. And from that day on, it wasn't easy, but I don't want to lie to you. That advice was the best advice I've ever got, because after hibernating and after rethinking my life, it became amazing. It wasn't easy, it was hard, but it became amazing because I hibernated. I regrouped. I was like, where is my life going? What do I want to do? And for me to do those things, I need to do 1, 2, 3. Is it going to be easy? No. It's going to take time? Yes. And took time. But I did achieve what I wanted to achieve. Hibernate. So seriously, if you feel like your knees can't take the walking anymore, your feet are tired, you can't do it anymore, sit down. Just sit down. Sit wherever you find yourself. Sit. There was this other guy that I now I'm remembering things. There was this other guy a while back. He used to fascinate me. Like, he fascinated me a lot, this guy. So we used to stay in university days. So we used to stay in the same commune. And then this other day, I was walking back to the commune. So, like, the commune was quite far from the university, so it was like a walk. So I find him sitting on the side of the road, just sitting there, literally sitting. He wasn't doing anything, just sitting. And I'm like, what is he doing? Did something happen? Is he hurting? What's going on with him? And I ask him, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just sitting. God, are you just sitting there? Just sitting? Yes, I'm sitting. Doing nothing. He was sitting there staring at like where the commune was on a hill, so he was just staring down there. There was nothing, there was just houses and trees and stuff. He was just sitting there, just staring at the view, I didn't understand it. Like for years, like every time I think about him, like my mind will go back to that vision when I saw him just sitting there staring into the distance, doing nothing, sitting on a rock staring into the distance, doing nothing. And then every time I think of him, like I was saying, that I would remember that vision, and I wouldn't. For years, I didn't understand it. For years, I didn't understand why was he just sitting there and doing nothing. But now I'm telling you, like I understand why he was sitting there. I understand because he just needed a moment to just sit by himself. And after, like like after asking him, I was like, "Are you just gonna sit there?" He's like, doing nothing. He was like, Here, like I stood there for like maybe 10 seconds. I was thinking he would say, let me go with you. He didn't. He sat there. And then I went into the community. I remember for like maybe an hour, I listened to hear if he came in or not. I think he eventually, I forgot already. Ghana, I met him. He was sitting there. But I tell you, for like more than two hours, he didn't come in. He was just sitting there, sitting, taking a moment, taking a break. I understood why he did that later in my life. Because for me, if you grow up in an environment where you are anxious and you want to achieve certain goals, you want to put yourself in a space where you are in an advantage. When you grew up in a space where you were always disadvantaged, you didn't feel in control of your situation. You're always moving. Your brain is always moving. You're thinking, what is the next? What is the next? What is the next? What is the next? So you don't necessarily give yourself time to just sit and think, or not think, just sit. Literally, he was just sitting. I understood this years later why that guy was just sitting there. He needed a moment to just sit and do nothing. He needed it. He didn't even care what I saw him just sitting there doing nothing. He needed it. So sometimes you need a moment to just sit. If you feel like no, today I'm not feeling it in my bones, sit down. Just sit. This burden, I'm just putting it on the ground. I'm not going to concentrate on it for the next 2 hours or whatever, and sit. And way back when I used to have like literally anxious moments where they were killing me, like, and I didn't know how to express myself. Like, I would sleep. Sleep also helps. Sleep. Go to sleep. After 2 hours, 3 hours, it will feel much better than it did. Yes, your problems will still be there, but it will feel much better than it did when you were sitting, when you were organizing Kayona in your mind. So sit, have a moment of silence. Like, seriously, like, it hurts sometimes. Like, the world just hurts. The world sometimes is too painful. I don't want to lie. It's just too painful. It's not even a matter of you're sick or physically or what. It's the world sometimes is just, it's too painful. Too painful. And we don't give ourselves time to just detach, I detach. It's not nice. But anyway, I was rambling. I didn't even talk about my challenge. Anyway, so the challenge, I'm coming back with more videos of the challenge. I left the story. I don't even remember because it's been 3 weeks. But yeah, guys, let's detach. Especially if you can't handle it. 5 minutes of your time. Give yourself 5 minutes to detach. And it's hard. And I know it's hard. It's been hard for me to silence my mind. I'm not like, I was a worry bot. Like I would worry a lot about my future, my life, what I wanna achieve. It took a long time for me to achieve the things that I wanted to achieve. A long time, a very long time. So in that time, I was worrying a lot, and I wish somebody told me, or no, just life, like we live life as if it's gonna end today, and I wonder why. Like it's the weirdest thing. Like okay, I finished school 2009, my drama degree. I finished it in 2009. 2009, nothing happened. I couldn't get a job. I couldn't do anything. I started a program where I found a way to teach those books that grade 12s read through drama, however. So dramatizing them and stuff. So that thing, um, I proposed it to the Department of Education. It didn't work out. 2009 to 2011, yeah, 2011, that's when I started my writing journey, because Sapphire Quella Books started this thing where they were publishing romance books. So I got my romance books published by them, and then from there I wrote 3. So they published 3. They didn't publish the 4th because I don't know what, maybe they got liquidated. I don't know. Something literally happened there, so they stopped publishing those books. And then Lori while I was waiting to get a job, that's when I was writing for real, like of March 2009. So I had a book that I sent to them. They rejected. Oh, my heart, guys. You don't know the pain of being rejected. I thought the world was gonna end, bro. Like I was sure the world is ending. That time I was so sure the world is gonna end. But anyway, the world didn't end. That's why I'm saying I wish somebody was like, don't worry. Life is literally a journey. Like it's not here from here to it. Yo, and we live like it's just tomorrow is the end. Yes, it might be the end, but it's we don't enjoy it because we worry so much, guys. Now I know I used to worry. That thing just I worried a lot. When, how, why? Those things, they drain you. They drain you. And instead of worrying, I can understand that when certain circumstances that I are hard. Literally, they're so hard, and you suffer within them, and they affect you, right? And they affect you so much that they determine the quality of life that you're going to live, and the quality of life that you're going to give to yourself. I understand. There are certain people who are living in poor to the point where these people don't know what they're going to eat today, but they have amazing lives. They enjoy every piece of every second, every minute, they enjoy it. They enjoy so much like they don't even think about their poverty. Why? Like, ask yourself this: why would a person, if Motari they live in poverty, ne, they will literally go at maybe 1,000 or some. No, this person's going to buy food. They're going to provide certain things for themselves. No, as I reckon the stupidest thing. Like you're like, oh my level, why? Why did you buy that? Like out of the things that you could have done with this money, why? And when you're looking at that person from the outside, you're thinking, this person is not informed. Why would you go buy this when you could do 1, 2, 3? But that person, that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. And for Bona, that very thing, it's an amazing thing. It's the highlight of their life. Whether you're looking like, no, that was stupid, why spend 100 rand on that? No, that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. Another example, why am I thinking of this person today? I don't know. That person that I was telling you about that was sitting on the damn rock. Okay. Winter comes, right? So there was another girl that we were living in the same commune with. So she saw this other homeless guy when they were coming up, the walk to the commune, when they were coming up. So she saw the guy, and then it was cold, freezing cold. So she's like, no, I need to do something. So she goes to the guy. It's just like, so she saw the guy maybe when the sun was setting, and then she was worried the whole time. So this time when she decides, no, let me go and help the guy, give him a blanket. Give him a 9-10 day. So she's like, let me go and call guy, because he was the only guy in the commune that we were used to. So she's like, let me go and call him. I'm Pelerage. Walk with me to go and give the homeless guy the blanket. So this guy, the homeless guy was quite old, like he was old. Every time I saw him, I was like, what is he doing here? But anyway, everybody has a story, right? So but they take the blanket, and then they are going to give the homeless guy the blanket. When they get there, she gives him the blanket. That's what I'm telling you. Like, the poorest people, they would buy. Okay, so homeless guy, he takes the blanket. He had like a fire going, small nyana fire. He takes the blanket, chucks it in the fire. So yeah, not what he needed at that time. It wasn't a blanket. It wasn't somebody's sympathy. He needed a fire. and believe you me, that night for sure he was so warm. So they come back. Girl is disappointed. Ne? Hi, how could he do that? Why? Pela, that was my blanket. I sacrificed. I needed him to appreciate it. And so guys like, no. You gave him the blanket. Technically, it was no longer yours. Oh my God, and I can't believe why I'm remembering him today. But anyway, he's like, technically, the blanket is no longer yours. You lost ownership the minute you gave him the blanket. So, yeah, not in her mind, she was thinking he's homeless, he's poor, it's cold, I need to help him. He's in this situation that he needs help. That guy, no. He is thriving in his situation. And so I'm saying, I know I deviated, but what I'm saying is we tend to focus on the thing that is going to worry you, and at the same time, we don't realize that thing that's worrying you, it's taking so much from you. Taking so much, like it's taking the quality of your life, it's taking your time. You're literally worrying through life because of circumstances that most of the time you can't change. Or you can, but you are just in that mud. It's dragging you down and you're struggling. And your struggle makes you go down faster. Yep. But anyway, we're going to continue with the writing. This was bits and pieces of my memory. I think I like this. Story time. I wonder how these people do story time. Hi, Emma. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video on our 24th day of writing challenge. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. It's been nice. Bye.